Steven Crowder, I meant.
Yeah.
Well, it's been good lately.
Very good. So we talked about Crowder was the Landau situation, which I'm really glad that this kind of happened, and because for a while there was just screaming like these people are going to eat each other. These people fucking hate each other. Crowder is not sincere. Crowder fucks all his employees, but of course the other employees signed NDAs. They couldn't say anything. Some of them still under NDA.
Fucks over his employees. I'd like to be specific.
Yeah, fucks over his employees.
He's trying to get very litigious, and I want to make
sure.
Right. You said fucks employees, and just because he's very loyal.
Sorry, I apologize.
Fucks over.
I meant fucks him like he fucks them over.
We're just looking out for each other, because I'm going to say some shit you're going to have to correct it.
I don't know if he actually has sex with his employees. I have no inside knowledge on that, so that's not in any way am I saying that.
Absolutely zero.
We have no indicators that he has sex with male employees. We do not believe that.
I'll even say this.
That's a slanderous lie.
I'll even say this, and I mean this. I've had zero people ever come to me and say that he has sex with his employees.
None. I have had nobody say that to me. Not one.
Now it's fucking sucks because we really actually are unironically saying that, and it's usually when we do that, it's a bit.
Yeah, but it's not a bit.
It's not a bit this time.
We're being 100% true. We've covered the Crowder stuff. Look, man, I'm gonna be honest with you with this situation, right? I don't want to sit here and fucking shit on people's relationships and if people get divorced, shit, fucking everyone. 50% of people get divorced, so it's whatever. It's not to me any of that, but it's his reaction to it now that's my problem, and not that he's getting divorced because shit, look, dude, people get divorced, right? But what bugs me about this is that everything leading up to it is the reason he's been such a fucking shit to Landau and such a fucking shit to others, other producers, Naki Jared, Sven, all these other people, and even Quarter Black Garrett. I don't have any specifics, but I don't think was very happy either. So my point is that look, man, it's like that Raylan Givens quote from Justified, right? If you wake up in the morning and you see an asshole, hey man, you saw an asshole. But if you wake up, you see an asshole at breakfast, at lunch, and dinner, and every day you keep seeing assholes, you're the asshole. So you're the asshole. Now, I don't know if this was you, because apparently they've been divorced since 2021 or getting divorced since then.
What little I know of the family situation is that, like, the few times a few people have met his wife, absolutely lovely.
That's what I've heard, too.
Just a, lovely person.
I've heard that, too.
So, I mean, I can't imagine she's just this crazy person who's like, I can't take you anymore. It just seems like...
I'm not going to say 100% because she's still a woman.
The pattern is people leaving you.
That's a good point. So, can we have your Rumble plaque?
We'll get one.
Okay.
How many you need?
100,000.
Oof. Hit the follow button.
Follow.
I have been living with a proverbial boot on my neck for going on years now. Since 2021, I've been living through what has increasingly been a horrendous divorce. Now, let me say...
Now, does this maybe have something to do with... Well, he was taking those months off. He was taking months off of the show. He was disappearing. Didn't recently his wife go through something, too? Like, that she had something happen to her?
Yeah, she was in the hospital.
Like for something bad, actually, like an infection or something, if I remember correctly.
The outset, to be clear, there is no infidelity, any kind of physical abuse at all on either side. And no, this was not my choice. My then wife decided that she didn't want to be married anymore. And in the state of Texas, that is completely permitted.
It's permitted in every state.
By the way, Royce...
I don't mean to, really hold on to this.
We watched a snippet of this, and Royce cracked me up earlier, because that did make me laugh. He was like, it's pretty much legal in every state.
You should...
You're not allowed to just keep them.
Here's a hot take. You should be allowed to get divorced. I mean, yeah, it happens.
You should have incorporated Louder or Crowder in Dubai or somewhere where you could have been like, well, she's legally my property.
Right. Have like a weird like Siraj situation, as I call it.
Mm-hmm.
It's been the most heartbreaking experience of my life. What I consider to be my deepest personal failure. And just so you know, my opinions on parenting and families have not changed. I've always believed that children need a mom and a dad, that divorce is horrible.
Okay, can I ask you a question?
He's shitting on his wife because apparently it's her idea, so now he's doing the...
He is shitting on her low-key, but he's also, I want to point out, then why did you hide it for 2 years while still talking about how divorce is bad? Because there's two reasons why I've reveled in this a little bit this week because one, I fucking told us so. All right, I predicted this shit, and then I fucking even called it Friday, and I said it's official Friday, and everybody was still giving me shit. And then Monday it was trending, and I'm like, come on. Number two, it's the fact that you're a hypocrite. It's the fact that you're disingenuous, and the fact that you hid your you do this thing where you pretend to be like, you present yourself like, I'm an open guy, man. Me and my audience with this connection, man. But really, you're full of shit, and you pretty much hide everything in your personal, your professional life. Everything's under an NDA. Everyone's signing a contract. Everyone's shutting the fuck up. And that's weird, bro. So, yeah, when you start going, well, yeah, okay, I should tell you if this 2 years I've been railing against divorce and, you know, all this shit, yeah, I've been divorced.
What you didn't expect is that the ROTC boys would put a bug your Rumble plaque. You didn't know that. We have a microphone in there. We've been listening for weeks. Yeah. We knew all about it. We're kidding, by the way. Don't sue us. We don't actually have you tapped.
It's bugged.
I don't know, man. He's super litigious.
I still believe that
I just want to imagine a world where a crowd is all fucking amped up on Adderall, and he's just looking all around the fucking thing for like an hour.
Yeah.
Get me that. He probably owns one of those bug scanners. Bring me one of those things. I'm going to scan the Rumble. Put it outside until we scan it.
And you know what's funny? Daily Wire plaque that he gave him. An appreciation award. The whole time wasn't even us. It was Daily Wire.
Breaks it, and there's a tiny Daily Wire plaque inside of it.
That says Jeremy on it.
Mom and a dad, and that divorce is horrible. But in today's legal system, my beliefs don't matter. Well, in Texas, divorce is permitted when one party wants.
Why do you keep saying that? In every state, Crowder, Stephen.
Look, I do think that divorce has become too commonplace.
Agreed.
I think that marriage has become a casual thing people jump into too easily. Other than that, right? Divorce should be legal. Like there are times where
what if you're fucking getting beat up? Like, I mean,
yeah. What if they're beating you and the kids and stuff? You know what I mean?
Or what if you just hate each other? Like, who cares?
Yeah, really, frankly, yeah. Like, what if somebody's about to get a beating?
Yeah.
You know, you get into that point where you're like, I don't think I can do this for 30 more years.
You're not punched, but there's holes in the drywall.
And it's like, all right, 30 more years of this, I'm going to hit her in the next 30 years. It's going to happen.
Statistically speaking, I'm only as strong as how much liquor there's in the house.
Oh, she's going to work me up one day.
That's it.
But yeah, so I don't know, man. You are the fucking problem, as Royce stated in the beginning.
Yeah, I mean,
this guy is so wound up and control freak, and I can imagine he probably drove this poor woman nuts.
And again, I know every time we talk about Crowder, and I know we're on Rumble, I know we're on his turf, even though we're here first. We know people are gonna fuck. People will support him blindly because what he does for the movement or this and that. But the problem is that the one thing we said at the beginning of the show, there's probably a lot of new people that are listening. But we've always said on the show, do not make any of these people heroes, especially us. We fucking suck.
I'm sorry, correction. Especially us.
Sorry, I apologize. Let me ask you a question. All right? Do you grade A morons not understand? No, seriously though. No, but we're here.
Stop following people. We're here to tell you to stop following people.
We're here to entertain people. We're here to make people laugh. Hopefully, like I said, I've said this before, and I say it again. Crowder believes that these content creators are going to save the world. Content creators are the band playing in the Titanic. We're trying to entertain people while the American experiment fucking sinks to the bottom of the ocean. That's what I think I am. That's all I've ever wanted to do is fucking make people laugh. That's all I ever wanted to do. I never wanted to fucking change the world. I never wanted to do anything crazy. I think Crowder thinks that he's doing that, but he's not. You could defend him or not, but Crowder wants to be this person of this ideal country, but if this ideal country was filled with control freaks, like Merce just said, that were like Crowder, if they emulated him, this country would fucking suck. It would be everybody micromanaging everything, counting every thread on the fucking carpet, throwing shirts in people's faces, and just yelling at people, making people sign NDAs, making no real friendship. Who's Crowder's friend? Name Crowder's friend.
Secretly recording their longtime friend and ally in the culture war.
Secretly recording something.
But registering a website a month before where he was going to already attack the guy.
Secretly recording, which I don't care, fuck Jeremy. But the way he treated producers, the people that were funnier than him, anybody else that's funnier than him, he doesn't like them around him. That's what's really happening.
He's a petty.
You could hate us, fucking dislike the video. I don't give a fuck. But my point is that we called this shot years ago like Babe Ruth, and this is exactly what happened. This guy is not here for anybody but himself. You might find him entertaining. Maybe you like really terrible, like if Weird Al was terrible or whatever. Maybe that's what you're into.
I don't even care that he's in this for himself. We should all be in this for ourselves.
Right. But he's portraying it like he's not, is my point.
Yeah, he portrays it like he's not, and it's not just that he's selfish, it's that he's a petty, spiteful, angry little control freak.
Yeah.
Who just wants to be the king of the world, and everyone is one of his subjects.
Right.
And again, like he said, we called that shop 4 years ago, and we ate a lot of shit for it.
Yeah.
So when you see us doing a victory lap, and people go, "Oh, why are you doing a victory lap?" Fuck you. We are in a victory lap. We're gonna jog around the bases.
We got a lot of shit. And now everyone's seeing what he really is. And he fucking exposed his fucking belly like a Star Fox villain. And now, exactly. And now we know what your weak spot is.
Star Fox villain.
Period.
Wow, it is. By the way, if the show goes out or whatever, I'm looking out right now. It is.
It's not nice. I can hear it.
It is.
I hear it with these headphones on.
Yeah,
so
even through the headphones, I'm hearing the wind.
So for well over a year, in the best interest as well as physical safety of my children.
Why are you out of breath?
We've decided to keep this issue private and to resolve it.
As well as the physical safety of my children. I'm sorry. How would his children have compromised?
This is what we call, I'm sorry, Royce. This is what we call troll shielding. This is when somebody immediately goes to leave my kids out of this.
But no one's even brought his kids in it.
No, I know, but that's a troll shield. That now the guy.
By the way, I want to be clear. I don't think anybody should fuck with his family. I 100%
I don't think
hate
anybody
that
is.
shit. That's my point.
Yeah, but like but here's the thing, right? Like the reason I didn't post the screenshot earlier yesterday because it was sent to me, and Triologic ended up posting it sooner. Remember yesterday when I was bitching about drawing on fucking tiny pictures?
Yeah.
With the cell phone? So I was trying to take his kid's name out of the fucking screenshot of the document so I could put it up, and then I got sidetracked and I never did it. Triologic puts it up with the kids' names and stuff. So even when I cover shit, I don't bring kids into it. I was just pointing out, hey, This is the document that shows the divorce. It's troll shielding. It's what everyone does. Remember when I said, when no one got mad because I said, someday if he keeps this up, she's going to take his kids and fucking leave them. And then he immediately went to, he's bringing my kids into it. And I'm like, no, I was saying if you keep being an asshole, your wife's going to take your kids and leave. That's not dragging your kids into it. That's not showing pictures of your kids or doxing your kids. No. So, yeah, nobody's going after his kids. This is a troll shield.
Well over a year.
You'd have a $50 million contract. If fucking Howard Stern was getting divorced from fucking his wife, it'd be all over the news and everybody be talking about it. Like Mercer saying this before the show, he goes, you're in the game. This is how it is, man.
Maury Levy from The Wire. You wanted to be in the game. Now you're in the game.
The difference between him and us is that we're upfront pieces of shit. We've told you from the beginning what we are. We're not fucking trad conservatives. We've never been that. We're a bunch of fucking 2012 Ron Paul libertarian guys that wanted to fucking grill and they didn't fucking leave us alone. All right? Like to quote Ron White, we weren't drunk in public. We were drunk in a bar. You pushed us into public. So here we are. But I mean, we're not pretending that we're virtuous or we're going to save anything or we're better than anybody else. That's just not what we are. And I think that's what makes me the most upset about Crowder is that it'd be one thing if he believed all those things, but also acted like it, where you go, you know what, say what you want about Crowder, but he lives it. He lives it, but he's not. He's mean to everybody around him. And by the way, guys, this isn't like we have some sort of weird, like, we just doing this long enough. We know people that know people, and we talk to people. And I'll tell you this, there's not a lot of good stories about people that have met him. Not many. There's not many good stories that you hear about him. There's not
a lot of great guys.
Not a lot of, what a great guy. What a fucking cool dude. You don't really hear that. There's other people that we hear amazing stories about. They're fucking awesome. They're great, Great example of Alex Jones is fucking as great as every story that you've heard about him. Genuine guy. Real dude, but the difference between him is he is what you see on the show. There's no Alex Jones off air must be different. He's not.
Dude, and Alex Jones is despised by normies now.
Yeah.
But anybody that meets him, I was telling this story. I'm friends with this woman for years on Facebook, and she's a real lefty, like author, hippie person, like totally from the other side of the aisle. I've known her since the comedy days. And she met Alex Jones at some fucking thing, at some event, and she posted a picture, and she had a couple people go, "Oh, I'm blocking you. Like, I can't believe you would do this." But out of the few, like other people were like, "What's he like?" And like all her replies were like, "He's the fucking nicest guy. Like he's a lovely guy. I don't agree with him or whatever, but he, so it's again, everybody that meets Alex usually is like, yeah, that guy kind of fucking rules." And there's like again other people that people meet and they like Alex Stein is somebody most people are like, yeah, that guy fucking rules when you're met. So
man. Here's the thing. I'll give this to Crowder because people go, "Oh, you jealous?" Crowder's Crowder's dad's an amazing businessman. He really is.
There you go.
100%.
There you go.
I'll give him that. I'll give Crowder's dad that. He's an amazing businessman. He really knows how to sell it. He turned basically he turned a wait till fucking marriage. Goddamn comedian. That's what he was. God, how ironic is that? He did a wait.
And he's a marketing genius. I mean, you've been, convincing the right conservative grift right that your son is straight for like fucking 5-6 years now, which is
we don't know if he is or isn't. We don't know if he is or isn't.
I didn't say anything. I just said marketing.
He called himself bisexual, Mr. Hyden.
You called yourself bisexual. I've always been okay with it.
Over a year, in the best interest, as well as physical safety of my children, we've decided to...
I mean, does fucking Blair White make you gay? I don't think so. I think Blair White fucking you makes you gay.
Okay, well, that's one way to look at it.
Keep this issue private and to resolve...
I want to be clear. I don't want to fuck Blair White.
I think it's all right up to getting your dick sucked.
Your dick getting sucked by Blair White doesn't make you gay. It makes you horny and drunk. But fucking Blair White's man butt, that makes you gay 100%. You can't get out of that. That's fair. All right. Chat room survey says...
Appropriate attorneys.
They're going to call us gay.
Survey
They're all going to call us gay.
You're both gay.
You're both gay. I got news for you. That means you're gay.
That means you're gay. I have relationships with women and sex with men. It's the worst acting ever on that show.
I know.
Legal jargon. Now, in all this, one thing I want to be really clear about is certain. True north here is that my children are blameless. Completely without...
We know! Oh my God, he's doing it again! Nobody...
Troll shield.
Nobody's bringing your children into this, man.
Hey, leave my kids out of it.
Yeah, my kids, Susie and Tommy, leave them out of it. You're bringing them in,
I broke the story, I broke the screenshot too late last night because I was specifically leaving your kids out of it. I was fucking trying to get the goddamn names covered up.
Without fault. And so we decided to resolve these issues privately, as it's in their best interests, both emotionally and physically, to do so.
Okay, well, here's the unfortunate thing. If you're a famous person and you get divorced, there's no way to handle it privately.
You're a famous person when you get divorced.
When you get divorced. Mm-hmm. There is no way to handle it privately. It's out there.
Because you're famous. That's a really good point.
The only thing you can keep from going out private is publicly is private matters. If you can both be fucking grown-ups, the only two people that have control over keeping it like a private matter, look, everyone's going to know you're divorced, and everyone's going to know you're a failed dad.
And your kids,
and that's fine.
And your kids aren't old enough to know.
No.
How old is his kids? I don't think his kids are like sitting there watching our channel while we make fun of them. Like, and that's not what's happening here.
Fun fact: I heard from a little birdie. He wasn't even there when they were born. Also, like, how much time was he spending around them? Like, they're not.
I mean, to be fair, he had to change a lot of college kids' minds. That's why he couldn't be there.
The minds getting changed, huh? So what I'm saying is,
what are you implying?
How much?
Are you saying that there's hot college hunks?
How much do you think he was around? And now he wants custody. I heard.
Are you saying that sometimes when some people, not him, but let's say like some people go to colleges, they might notice some hot college hunks, some great American lacrosse studs that maybe are there?
Royce. I only go to college to change minds.
I do to change air filters. It was a summer job. It's the only time I've been to college.
The only time I ever went to college was in my early 20s, and it was to sell Adderall.
I went there to buy Adderall. That's fucking hilarious.
You should have called me. We could have probably saved gas.
Easier, yeah.
Now, the other issue is, and this is something that I've kept private for likely far too long, many other people knew about this.
Okay.
Behind the scenes.
Okay.
Some, not all, but some of them in positions of power, influence, leverage, knew of this. They also knew that the safety of my children included keeping it private. So if you're familiar with the idea of extortion, then you know the feeling well. Now, some of these...
Here comes.
Threats.
Here comes.
Were so thinly veiled that I'm frankly surprised you didn't all guess immediately.
Stephen has a lot going on. I guess is the best way to say it. He has a lot going on, and that should be clear because people don't do stuff like this if there's not a lot going on in their lives. I would like to implore my audience and everybody that isn't paying attention to this situation not to condemn him, but to pray for him. Sometimes people need a prayer. Sometimes people need a scripture. You know, Stephen purports to be a Christian. I am unsure at this moment if it is my place to say more than that.
I'll be honest with you here.
She's a piece of shit.
Right. That being said, I don't know if that's legally extortion because she never actually said anything. Now, this is now I'm going to play a little bit. We're not done with the video, but Candace Owens did tweet this out. I got the tweet. Steven Crowder accusing me of extortion is so patently insane that it honestly makes me question how there's still people who cannot see how thoroughly undone he has become. Now, this is not stable behavior. He is a man on a spiral, outright bizarre and concerning.
So,
hey, remember when they were friends? And remember when we told you it was going to happen and you guys said we were wrong and stupid? Well, we're only one of those things.
How's that?
I'm happy to
How's
be
that feel?
stupid.
Mm-hmm. Look, man.
Yeah.
Black
even the Black Candace Owens, folks, extorting wonderful Steven Crowder. We love Steven Crowder. I've been divorced before, pal. It's okay. I got tons of kids, tons of wives.
I'll hook you up with my lawyer.
Just gotta sell more mugs somehow, kid.
Crowder University and Crowder Steaks coming soon.
He would do it too. He'd go right into that. Yeah, she is low-key extorting him here because this is when Daily Wire was fighting with him. And she started doing the, it'd be a real shame if we started reporting on that shit 24/7. She is low-key kind of doing that, but she is not wrong. Steven is also in a spiral. So I love it. I love watching you two flinging shit at each other.
Steven,
welcome to the mud pit, kids.
Steven might be in a fucking spiral, which he is. Steven is in a fucking spiral. But that being said, I mean, Steven Crowder is basically complaining that she's doing to him something that he's done to a bunch of people. Something that's all he does to people. Steven Crowder has made a career about going after people and releasing stuff. And look at this. Steven Crowder is talking about extortion.
That's a good point.
Steven Crowder is talking about extortion.
Oh God, you extorted. You actually started this.
He recorded Jeremy Boring's phone call.
This extortion started with extortion.
Yeah, so it's like the Spider-Man pointing at each other thing is what's going on. Like, Steven Crowder, buddy, you're the one who recorded a conversation and then played it on air. What do you call that? You can't be mad at snakes for being snakes, but you're one too.
To quote the great...
I'm not defending Candace Owens, by the way. Candace Owens used to fucking run a doxing website, so...
To quote the lovable Kevin Brennan, yeah, I started it because he started it. Mm-hmm. He literally said that about giving out phone numbers because he gave out Mike Calta's number. Mike Calta gave out his number, and they were like, well, you did start this. And that fits this situation. That is literally fits Steven Crowder's insanity. Yeah, I started it because he started it. It's like nobody started
Candace doesn't do any clubs.
Fucking Ben Shapiro's fucking gay.
Maybe if I feel in further defense, something should be said, or maybe if I feel that the public has a right to understand certain circumstances.
What Crowder is ignoring is that he was taking shots at her too. So it's not like Crowder was this innocent little boy.
He is kind of picking. This is like.
I love that you're all fighting. Oh, it's delicious. Good. Not only
are they all fighting, but right now the one with the most enemies and who's like the weak is Crowder. Crowder's just getting fucking. Crowder's like Germany in 1944. They're just like, you know what? We're breaking all treaties. We're fighting everybody at once. And you're like, well, this is a terrible idea, sir. I feel like we're going to lose.
Yeah. So this is so doesn't it feel good? It feels so good.
Hey, can somebody Photoshop Steven Crowder at the end of Scarface? Yeah. When he's got like the machine gun on the desk and the pile of blow, and just change it to like orange powder
and put like a couple empty Adderall bottles, like Photoshop them hanging around there so they're crushed up.
Just change the white to orange, you're all set.
All my children have a right to privacy.
Wow.
Say it again. Well, then you should quit.
Don't my children have a right to privacy, says the man who recorded a contract negotiation with his friends and then aired it on his station.
And who also posted pictures with his children on his social media when it was appropriate to do that.
Yeah.
To garner more mugs because, he's a family man. So you can use your kids as a fucking, as a mug selling tactic, but then you want to shield them when the bad times come. If you want your kids to have a private, quiet life, fucking retire. Them's the rules. All right? Them's the rules.
Now, some other issues have been, or I should say, inferences have been more pernicious behind the
Is there an airplane flying over his studio? It sounds like he's broadcasting from Virgie's house?
Yes, apparently.
Scenes with demands and threats to use this information that they believe would be so publicly embarrassing to me and my wife at a difficult time.
Oh no! Everyone should be nice to the guy
Hey, guys.
who's a fucking piece of shit to everybody around him and treats people like garbage. Everyone be nice to him.
Also, don't give guys like this ammo ever. See, be like me. Just fucking find shit out. The stupidest thing you could ever do in life, even if you don't think you're extorting somebody or whatever, is going to somebody that you have info on and then bragging to them that you have info. Even if you're just bragging, it could be conceived as extortion. Do what I do. Just go, oh, is this confirmed? Can we corroborate this? Hey, by the way, this guy's fucking said he was bisexual and he's fucking divorced. You know what I mean? Like, I'm just telling you what the facts are. Once they're fucking proven, you go, hey, here you go, boys. Just live in the sunshine, you know? Just tell people, you know, when people are bad. Seems to be the good way to go, right?
And it could be used, knowingly putting my children in harm's way. So to those self-styled Christians, conservatives, and allies, well, not in my book. Now, if you find yourself, I don't want to get into details, so this is going to likely be the only time I have to address this or want to address this. If you're asking yourself, hey, did X person or did Y person know? The answer is likely yes.
Bet he meant Merchant Royce. When you think you know what I love more than anything? If they just pan over, and I know he's not there, but it would just be hilarious, to the other chair, and Brewer's just there like...
Is it Brewer, though? Because I'm hearing Brewer said no.
Now, Brewer's just coming in every once in a while, yeah.
It's DePaulo, right?
I don't know. Here's the thing, Merch, I don't know if you know this. I don't watch his show.
Well, I heard DePaulo, like, had a moment where he cursed and he apologized on the air, so that's already going well.
Well, you can't curse on Crowder's show for real?
I mean, he's kind of a faggot.
No, I mean, no, bisexual, but you're not allowed. Like, I didn't know that. I'm not being serious. I don't get why.
Maybe he's allowed, but only when he, you know.
Only when the moment moves.
Yes.
Which will be made a lot.
Imagine telling Nick DiPaolo not to curse. Jesus Christ. Good luck.
Yeah, it's almost like these, you know, frickin' liberals. They're, you know, out there doing stuff.
Being a bunch of Marys.
Alarmingly clear as this process of discovery continues. And it also, by the way, makes me that much more appreciative of those who did know about this and in understanding the best interests of my family, my children, kept their word and used discretion.
No, they told people behind your back, Crowder. How do you think everyone knew? But hold on.
Yeah, come on, man.
Crowder, they all talk shit, just you didn't find out. You just didn't find out.
Yeah. I can't thank you enough. Sincerely, I appreciate it. Won't forget it. It's pretty simple. I loved a woman so much that I married her. A woman who, despite all of this, I still love as the mother of my children. And she wanted something else for her life.
Was it a black trainer? I'm just trying to understand.
A straight man?
That's not my choice. She simply wanted out, and the law says...
The law says I gotta let her go.
Why does he keep
It's the
bringing
most
the law?
insane
like, is he
thing.
saying it like the law shouldn't say that?
And can I ask something?
I'm understanding here. I'm trying to get this.
Can I ask a question, Roy?
Sure.
Let's say that the law, there wasn't any divorce laws, right?
Okay.
There's just really no law regarding divorce or any kind of custody. Or you guys are married, and she just wanted to leave, right? To what extent would you stop her?
How far would you go to stop her?
You know what I mean? Like, look, I understand. Look, as a man, Royce, I'm sure you as a man understand, we've all blocked a doorway once or twice in our lives, right? And then there's a level of decency of how long you can block a doorway. You got about 20 seconds. Like, hey,
gotta move it.
Come on. Let's, beyond that, Steve. Beyond jumping in front of a doorway and going, come on, what are you going to really do this? How far are we breaking out the Sig Sauer? Are we like, what are we doing if it's Steve makes the rules? I mean, because it sounds pretty weird that, as Royce pointed out, he said it a lot. Like he's brought it up
2 or 3 times.
2 or 3 times, but like 6 or 7 times. You do like holding women captive, Crowder.
Yeah, I mean,
like, what do we? You want Sharia law here?
Here, let me show you. I don't know if this is true. So obviously, please, guys, do not. This is not legally responsible, but I think that this is video. This is security camera footage of what he does when she tried to leave. This is him. This is what he does.
Now you just can't leave. I will never forget the look on your faces.
A Crowder trail. Hey, can somebody put the producer's faces?
Rob Schneider was in this movie?
That's not Rob Schneider.
You can do it. He was the You Can Do It biker from Bronxdale.
You're confusing movies. You're confusing movies.
Oh, I'm sorry, Walther Goofy Boots. He carries a Walther. I have a SIG. I apologize. So yeah, you break out the Walther and start chasing around. Look, as somebody who I have been really mean to women. I don't even,
What?
I know. I don't even think they should vote, and that's not a bit. So my opinion of women is obviously well known. Crowder, I think you might even be more based than I am because you're like, I'm getting real. If the laws weren't the laws, you'd be a captive type vibes from you.
We should be changed to a fucking heater, like in the movie.
Black Snake Moan.
Exactly.
Oddly enough, Owen Benjamin's ex. The whole thing's connected.
Circle. InfoWars. We're fucking doing it. Hold on, a little bit more. We do have to definitely finish it because every second of this video is very telling.
That's how it works. Now, of course, look, I get it. There are multiple sides to every story, but one thing that is undeniable
is that everyone in my purview signed an NDA.
I'm sorry. The salty engineer in chat. I wonder what kind of NDA the kids had to sign.
Come on, man.
It's just the idea of him
in
being
crayon.
So soulless.
By the way, that little joke right there, like knowing him will be like, see, they are coming after my kids. That's a joke, Steven. No one's actually doing anything.
Steve, let me explain comedy to you because you don't get comedy. See, the joke is so funny because you're such a tight ass. You're such a tight ass control freak lunatic that it would be funny, for instance, if you, like, let's say, threw a birthday party for your kid at a skating rink and they didn't like their presents and you made them sign an NDA that if they ever told anyone that they were disappointed in their present, that you would sue the shit out of them. That's funny, Steve.
Prenup? You think they signed a prenup?
Probably.
I'm wondering now.
His dad's in charge, yeah.
Look, I get it. There are multiple sides to every story, but one thing that is undeniable in this case is that it's no one's fault but my own in that I picked wrong, and that's...
What a passive... Did you hear? Oh, my God. Wow. You're worried about your children and you're talking about their mother that way?
This feels...
What? No, he's going to browbeat you if you... By privacy, I'm the mother of my children. That statement, bro, I'm going to play it again. Let's everyone bask in this.
But one thing that is undeniable
I
in this
hit that
case is
again?
that it's no one's fault but my own.
I'm basking in this.
In that I picked wrong, and that's certainly not the fault of my children.
I am basking in this.
I picked wrong. Mommy, what did Daddy mean when he said he picked wrong? Is there something wrong with you? He shielded himself for the children, and then he used them as a cudgel at the end.
This is the beginning of the end.
I picked wrong.
I am basking in this.
I did it already, Mercer. I did the face. You wipe your hands down your face, and you just you take it in.
I am basking in this.
It's the best. He just sat there and used his moist.
Look, I feel bad for those kids, and I get it. And nobody, I don't like divorce and all that. But you have to understand, guys, this is like we took so much shit for this for years, for calling them out in the beginning and everyone going, you guys are full of shit. You guys fucking suck. I can't believe it's not punching right. And now it's just, sorry, man, got to do a goddamn victory lap on this. Holy shit.
Can I play that one more? I need to play that one more time.
Yeah, he's a psychopath.
I need to play one more time.
The Canadian psycho.
He just accused everybody of what he just did.
That's how it works. Now, of course, look, I get it. There are multiple sides to every story, but one thing that is undeniable
is that she's not legally allowed to tell hers.
Fault, but my own in that I picked wrong, and that's certainly not the fault of my children. And I will say that what's in the best interest of my children is not internet drama, speculation, certainly not blatant or veiled shakedowns or dragging their father or mother. And I can't be clear on that enough.
You just dragged her, Ma! You just did it! He just did it. Dude. I made the mistake of picking wrong. He knows what he did. He knows what he's doing.
Dude. This video, first of all, can I break down a couple of the last things he just did there? One, thank you for Thank you.
That was Taper.
That is very well done, Taper. I love it. Fucking Adderall. Fucking, he's ready to go down. He's fucking ready to fight Sosa.
Don't sue us.
Dude, all right, one thing. Now I lost my train of thought.
Sorry.
Because of the devs. And the great
And
Photoshop.
the great Photoshop. And the Adderall.
What he just did at the end there was, for one, he just chased off another piece of his audience. People are going to go, ew, dude, the fuck? Number two, like, he's still going to make tons of shitloads of money. He's always going to have fucking tons of people watching him. But he's going to lose a couple of his real loyal, like, you know, the people that actually pay. They're going to go, this is kind of gross. I got divorced, and I don't remember speaking about my wife this way. The other problem you just did here, if your now ex-wife did theoretically sign some sort of an NDA or some sort of prenup, right?
Yeah.
You going live on your show and making statements like, Daddy picked wrong, I still love my kids, but she broke up with me and she was, you know, terrible person. You may have, a good lawyer might get with your wife and say, you know, you actually now have a case to invalidate the NDA. And that would make him financially fucking, you know, really, really wanting to maybe make peace with you again. I'm just saying. If I'm you, I go to a lawyer and I go, hey, he made me sign an theoretically, if he made him sign an NDA, he made me sign a thing saying I'm not, in my case, this bitch who's richer than me, she made me sign all this shit, right? Then whatever, marriage didn't work out, whatever, and then she made me sign this huge NDA, whatever. But then she goes on our show and she's telling everybody I'm a piece of shit and I fucking, I'm sorry to my kids, leave my kids alone.
I picked
the wrong piece of shit.
Jesus.
Like,
I'm not defending her. Maybe she is terrible. But my point is that maybe she is terrible. But then, like Mer said, go all in and say she's horrible. But don't sit there and go, I want people to be nice. That's the mother of my children. And then take a passive-aggressive fucking shot on your show about her. And that Lean and Me made this one.
Nice.
So that's the thing when we have awesome fans. We got both.
Yeah. I just think you can see sort of like an opportunity there where it's like, I think in most cases now, I don't think that you're allowed, like, I don't think I'm allowed to make
I don't think you're allowed to do that.
Yeah, man. It's against, it's not fair.
It's not fair. You're not being fair.
No, but I don't think, for instance, right, like, if you made me sign an NDA and then you just went on Daywave and started talking cash money shit about some specific weekend you made me sign an NDA about.
Yeah, starting to.
Whatever. You immediately invalidate the NDA, right? In most jurisdictions nowadays, you can't do that.
Yeah, that's
I can't fucking muzzle you and then go on the news and be like, yeah, by the way, Royce is a pedophile. Wait, what? Hey, you signed an NDA. You're not allowed to talk about me in any context ever. You're like, that would immediately make a judge go, we're throwing this out. You're obviously abusing the fucking system. So you might got open shot here since he wanted to run his mouth.
Yeah, I mean, somebody said Royce is a simp. He's got to be kidding. Male feminist talking about relationships. Yeah, because that's us. If you listen to our show, women love us. We're so nice to them all the time. I believe they're all liars.
I believe all women when they're attacking other women.
I don't think women have ever been raped ever. How's that? I'm going the other way. Ever. All rapes are lies.
Yeah, unfortunately, rape laws are a thing in the state of Florida.
Don't see if you
But
say
in the state
when
of
you
Florida,
say it like
what?
that, it's
He did
weird.
But he did it.
You're protecting your children.
Look, all I'm saying is fucking apparently your wife can have kids with you and then decide that she doesn't want to be there anymore and take the kid to the in-laws house. And the state of Florida allows it. I can't just grab her by the neck and stick a gun in her face and say, you will not take my children!
Like, Steven, we all want to be able to do that. We're with you, pal. But I wouldn't say that on your show.
This is one of those, like, any scenario you think of where people joke about, like, the law versus morally not doing something. And then when people will talk about a certain law sometimes and you're like, wait, so the law was stopping you from doing that? Or, you know what I mean? Like, I thought you just didn't do that because it was wrong.
Yeah.
It's like the people that rely on age of consent. It's like, why are you flying that low with the fucking plane anyway? Are you trying to, like, hide radar or something?
Well, they want to be on a TikTok account. So I think there's a reason why. Or also Grindr. I mean, let's go down the fucking list, bro.
Or their mother through the mud. And to anyone who tries it,
like me,
I'm no longer going to pacify, capitulate, or sidestep because I love them a whole lot more than I love you. And I will continue to do whatever is necessary to protect my children, discussing the divorce any further on social media or on this show or in any public space is not what's best for them. I'll be handling this through the proper legal avenues and channels available as a matter of record in which I have more than full confidence. So I'd ask that you understand the need for and...
So if we talk about your divorce, you're going to sue us? Is that what you're saying, Crowder? Because, I mean, maybe I'm misunderstanding what he just said.
Because nothing's going to make me want to talk about your divorce more than you threatening to sue me talking about your divorce.
Is that what he's saying?
I believe he's implying it, Russ.
No. We're going to talk about your stupid divorce, stupid.
I kind of do what I want, and then he kind of does what he wants. We can't even always agree on what to do. Like, I can't...
I never know what I'm waking up to the night Smurfs drinks. I have no fucking clue.
Fucking no clue.
It's crazy.
And he's got to deal with that. I got to deal with his neurosis.
30 fights a day? It's
what
fine.
are you talking about?
But whatever. But at the end of the day...
We come in primed. We've been sparring all day by the time we got to deal with you assholes.
Yeah, this is nothing. This is fucking nothing. We're training... You understand? We're in the heart dungeon every day. This is nothing for us, okay?
I'm Ed Norton. I'm coming into work. I got blood coming out of my mouth and a black eye.
And I'm fucking David Arquette. I'm not getting called WWE because they didn't like the Nick Gage cutting my head with a pizza cutter thing. You saw that?
Was Jericho.
No.
Oh,
Arquette also did that, and WWE was going to let him have his big comeback match there as a throwback little gimmick, but because he also did a match with Nick Gage, and then he also did the pizza cutter bit, and that's the thing that Arquette's like, look, don't fuck with my face. Do not fuck with my face. I'm an actor. Please don't. And Nick Gage did it anyway. WWE, because of that match, said he can't be on.
Hear me out. David Arquette, you go to AEW, you win the AEW title. 2-time world champ.
That's worthless.
Respect our privacy.
You see the new gold belt? Looks like trash, too.
What is obviously
Fucking, what did Scampoli call it? The Ring of Honor TNT title.
Yeah,
that's what you should call it.
Basically.